Today's date is the 10th of the 6th, 2014, and this is the tech news in my view as sourced from the BBC website. Sony has confirmed the return of two of its biggest exclusive franchises, Uncharted and Little Big Planet. Its new PlayStation 4 console will get third-person shooter Uncharted 4 in 2015, while Sackboy is due to start in a Little Big Planet 3 in November. Sony also announced it would launch a budget console for $99 or £59 this year. Sony's E3 Games Expo event covered more topics than Microsoft's, but industry watchers were split as to which firm had come out on top. I think Microsoft had the better show. It was tighter and more focused, said Stephen Totilo, editor-in-chief of the games news site Kotaku. A lot of the Sony games that we saw were for 2015, and Microsoft did a better job of showing people what they will be getting in 2014. E3 is always, to some extent, smoke and mirrors, and when you're at the event you have to discern what is real and what is hype. A short teaser trailer for Uncharted 4 was shown at the end of Sony's show, while Sony showed off live gameplay for the Little Big Planet game at the Los Angeles event. It only showed a pre-rendered trailer for Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, and a pre-recorded clip of another big budget title, The Order 1886, also due to go on sale next year. Bloodborne is a forthcoming role-playing action title from Hidetaka Miyazaki, creator of the notoriously difficult title Dark Souls. Sony was first to show new-gen GTA 5 footage, but the Xbox One is also getting the title. The PlayStation 4 version of the crime-themed GTA 5 is due to go on sale in the autumn, shortly after the 29th July release of another remastered title, The Last of Us. Sony also announced that add-on content for its game Infamous Second Son, due out in August, could be bought and played by consumers who had not purchased the original title. Along with the more family-friendly Little Big Planet 3, which is compatible with user-created levels for earlier versions of the platformer, the titles will help tackle criticism that several other big-name titles unveiled at last year's E3 have been delayed until 2015. Sony was the first to stream the footage of the game Mortal Kombat 10. Bungie's follow-up to Halo, Destiny, was the first game shown at Sony's event. The Far Cry 4 demo showed gun battles in the Himalayas featuring elephants. News that Grim Fandango was being remastered for the PlayStation 4 drew a huge cheer. A long section of the show was dedicated to TV show powers, despite the fact that Sony was only able to show off concept art. Sony says its budget PlayStation TV console will be able to access many older games. Despite the giant scope of No Man's Sky, another new game for PlayStation 4, it was only developed by a 4-person team. And they also showed the Abzu trailer, where players' character interact with a wide variety of surreal life. So there's plenty going on in the Sony camp at E3 last night. If you haven't seen it, then go check it out now. Find it on the Sony website or go find it on YouTube. Microsoft is recording the main games in its Halo series to run on its recently released Xbox One console. In addition to original versions of the games, Halo the Master Chief Collection will also include a new visually upgraded version of Halo 2. Purchasers of the November release are also being promised beta access to the multiplayer version of the forthcoming Halo 5. One company watcher said it illustrated the firm was listening to its fans. I think it's a smart move, said David Scarborough from Games TM magazine. It shows a willingness to salivate the appetite of Xbox hardcore gamers, which is what Microsoft sees the Halo franchise as, its biggest hardcore gaming franchise. It also feeds into the hype for the next entry in the series. A pre-rendered teaser for Halo 5 Guardians was shown at the E3 event. Xbox gamers who already bought the titles on earlier versions of the Xbox are being given an added reason to buy the games again. The package will also include access to watch a new live action series called Halo Nightfall. The episodes produced by Ridley Scott are currently being filmed in Ireland and are separate to the Steven Spielberg Halo TV series promised last year. While new pre-rendered trailer footage of Halo 5 was shown to the audience at the firm's E3 press conference in Los Angeles, developer 343 Studios was not yet ready to demo gameplay or confirm a launch date. Xbox chief Phil Spencer told the crowd at Microsoft event that Halo was the reason Xbox is here today. Other new titles on show for the Xbox One included the hyper-reality game Sunset Overdrive, which features a character who skids across rails blowing up people who have been turned into mutants by poisonous fizzy drinks. The colourful game is an Xbox One exclusive and due out later this year. Other new titles on show for the Xbox One included the hyper-reality game Sunset Overdrive, which features a character who skids across rails blowing up people who have been turned into mutants by a poisonous fizzy drink. The colourful game is an Xbox One exclusive and due out later this year. Microsoft Studios showed off another Xbox One exclusive at an earlier stage of development called Phantom Dust, which is billed as a battle for reality. It had previously released an action strategy title by the same name for the original Xbox a decade ago. The in-house games publisher also previewed a dragon fighting title developed by Japan's Platinum Games, called Scalebound for the new console, and a fresh version of its open-world third-person shooter Crackdown, originally released for the Xbox 360. Also at E3, Microsoft Ridley Scott produced Halo live action series is currently being filmed, and they showed clips and exclusive previews of that, so you can go check that out on the Microsoft website, Xbox website, or on Twitter. However, there were not many Kinect motion sensor dependent games promoted at the event, but the Kinect sensor is supposed to be part of the Xbox One console rather than a periphery, so rather than getting heavy-ended Kinect games, maybe it might be more like the Windows version of Windows 8 with the touchscreen enableability, where you can use it seamlessly with the keyboard, mouse or controller. So maybe they're trying to take a step back of making games completely solely dependent on Kinect, but making it more part of an integrated system if you choose to play a game like that. It really depends what they're going to do with the Xbox One in the future. Lara Croft returned in a trailer for the new Tomb Raider game, which I am definitely looking forward to. I loved the last Tomb Raider game. In fact, I pretty much liked them up until about Tomb Raider 3, which is I think where most people started to have the franchise die off for them. But the last reboot was fantastic, and I'm definitely looking forward to the next Tomb Raider game. And two of the other major games shown off for Xbox at E3 yesterday was Activision's Call of Duty Advanced Warfare and Fable Legends. So they are both returning for the Xbox One, especially Fable, where you can also play as the villain, not just the hero, possible villain with a few things, but definitely the villain. So go check out all these trailers for Sony and Xbox on the E3 website, as well as their own websites, Microsoft and Sony PlayStation 4, as well as ign.com/E3, where you can see all the trailers there. So go check them out. Elsewhere in technology news today, a computer program called Eugene Gutzman, which simulates a 13-year-old Ukrainian boy, is said to have passed the Turing test as an event organised by the University of Reading. The test investigates whether people can detect if they are talking to machines or humans. The experiment is based on Alan Turing's question and answer game, Can Machines Think? No computer has passed the test before under these conditions. The 65-year-old Turing test is successfully passed if a computer is mistaken for a human more than 30% of the time during a series of 5-minute keyboard conversations. On 7th June, Eugene convinced 33% of the judges at the Royal Society in London that it was human. Other artificial intelligence systems also competed, including Cleverbot, Lbot and UltraHall. Photo sharing service Instagram has announced plans to expand advertising to the UK, Canada and Australia later this year. Instagram, which was bought by Facebook for $1 billion in 2012, introduced ads to its US audience in November. In a blog post, Instagram said advertisers had positive results which in some cases were well above the ad industry's average for performance. The app said it had over 200 million users worldwide. "We are committed to learning as much as we can while building Instagram as a sustainable business," the company said in a statement. The service allows users to take photos and then apply various filters which can then be shared within the app and on other social networks. The president of eBay's payment business, PayPal, is stepping down to join Facebook, where he will lead its messaging products business. eBay said David Marcus, who has led the division for the past 2 years, would leave the firm on 27th June. eBay president John Donahoe said PayPal's leadership team would report directly to him until a successor was found. Mr. Donahoe added that PayPal was on track to meet expectations for 2015. PayPal, which accounted for 41% of eBay's revenues in 2013, has 148 million active accounts. Under Mr. Marcus's leadership, it has expanded into mobile payments, and Mr. Marcus said he was leaving the business with a strong leadership team in place. In a Facebook post, Mr. Marcus said he decided to join Facebook after a meeting with its chief executive, Mark Zuckerberg. "At first I didn't know whether another big company gig was a good thing for me, but Mark's enthusiasm and the unparalleled reach and consumer engagement of the Facebook platform ultimately won me over," he wrote. "I am looking forward to getting my hands dirty again, attempting to build something new and meaningful at scale," he added. And if you thought your TV couldn't be hacked, or if you thought that your TV channels couldn't be hacked, well, I'm about to correct you, because millions of smart TVs can be hijacked by burying attack code in signals broadcast to the net-connected devices, security experts have warned. The attack exploits loopholes in widely used technology that helps smart TVs receive tailored adverts. Once hijacked, the TVs could be made to send messages on behalf of attackers, find other vulnerable devices in a home, or launch other attacks across the net. Detecting and stopping the attack would be difficult, said the researchers. The attack uses the Hybrid Broadcast Broadband TV, HBB-TV, standard that is widely supported in smart television sets sold in Europe. The HBB-TV system was designed to help broadcasters exploit the internet connection of a smart TV to add extra information to programs, or so advertisers can do a better job of targeting viewers. But Josep Oren and Angeles Karamaitis from the Network Security Lab at Columbia University have found a way to hijack HBB-TV using a cheap antenna and carefully crafted broadcasting messages. By exploiting loopholes in HBB-TV, smart TVs could be hijacked by attackers and used to do anything their real owners would do. So be careful out there. If you notice that your TV is doing something that it shouldn't be, it could be because some snot-nosed student in a college somewhere is screwing around with it just to see if he can, and because he's a student, he can get away with it! Yay! And this has been the 10th of the 6th, 2014, and this has been the technology news in my view. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to subscribe to my channel for some more great videos, and to have your say on these news in the comments below. Thanks very much for watching. Until next time, take care and keep smiling. Watching this video by me, Jeccles69. Remember to subscribe and comment to my YouTube channel for some more great interviews and reviews, along with some more additional content. Remember to follow me on Twitter at Jeccles69 and like me on Facebook at facebook.com/Jeccles69. Thanks for watching. Remember to enjoy, share, like and subscribe and comment. Until next time, take care and bye.